It's great to have you with us from Robert W. Plaster Stadium. It's the Sam Houston State Bearcats and the Missouri State Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, Reese. The Bearcats head coach. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's...
The Bears headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And a big question coming into this game was how were they going to be able to handle the environment and all the crowd noise? And the best way to do that, make a play early and get everybody to sit down. They wasted no time. Opening kickoff, what a great job in blocking. Open field running was sensational. They score a touchdown, and guys, early, I'm not hearing a lot of noise from this home crowd.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bears offense will have the football first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in, and we just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Encroachment, defense. That penalty will back them up some more, half the distance to the goal. Now on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking for a man. It's Locklear. Caught in the backfield. It's Green. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going to try to get it himself. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Oh, he got loose. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So the Sam Houston Bearcats offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. But, Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. got it behind the line. It's Barry Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Gonna look downfield again. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. There he goes. Sweet spin. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Motion from the wideout. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Robinson. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Quickly complete. Ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Grab behind the line. It's Myers. All right, guys, let's talk just a little about Missouri State. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
He'll do it himself. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Shakes off the defender. Maybe some room here.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Back to throw, it's Locklear. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri State. On the sideline, got it in the end zone.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Oh, he just That's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Green. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got his man downfield. Touchdown Bears! A great catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Caught over the middle. It's Burns. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass. It's Locke. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense there to stop him after he spun his way to a 5-yard pickup. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right. And then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Gonna take a shot. Got it down the field. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Quick completion to the right. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Bears trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Big guy smells it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Try to barge their way in. And he's in. Touchdown, Bears! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The returner will field it and bring it back. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Sam Houston State's offense taking the field to start this drive. Scanning the field, it's locked. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Bearcats in the hurry up. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, what a cut! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the foot.
Might have a chance. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
Made a defender miss. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bearcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Fires to the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Under fire. Touchdown, Bearcats! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Some much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Missouri State offense heads out to open this drive. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. To the air, it's Glocklear. Looking left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Bears will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. He'll start this drive going to the air. He'll get rid of it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's O'Neal. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. That's caught. It's O'Neal. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Out of the gun to give to the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's locked. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. The Bearcats use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside. Lets it fly. Finds a spot in the middle. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop. Dropping back, it's Locklear. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man, it's Miller. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. He'll try to do it himself. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. A first down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this. Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. That's caught. It's Burns. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to pass. It's Luck. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with FIU taking on the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders. Now back over to your game in Springfield. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. And the Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll take it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. He's got the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Bearcats want to pick up the tempo. To the air, it's Locke. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The play action fake. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Bears come to the line on the heels of that big pass play.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway.
Turning it on. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. The give from the gun. There's a crease. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Right back to the well. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Around the corner, it's Green. He's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri State! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Here he comes from inside his own 5, and the returner is stopped. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Luck. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work, 4th time he's punted tonight. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And they got him.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Rushes on him. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a 3rd down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Unleashes one. Soft spot in the middle. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. And the Bears send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Can't get him to the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the tight end. To throw, it's locked. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Got it in the middle. It's Reed. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Off play action. Fires quickly. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Give to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The give on the inside.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
To the air on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. Makes the grab at the 10. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and goal. Gets the back moving. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Bearcats! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Finds his man. It's Myers. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So first down will open up the final period. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Back to throw, it's Locklear. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
You know, as an offense, that's why you just run the ball on 3rd and inches like that. Because even if you don't get it, you now set yourself up in 4th and inches and give another shot. But you try to get cute, you try to get fancy, you want to throw the ball on 3rd and inches, now you take a sack, and now you have to punt.
The Bears will punt it away on 4th down. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, but especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the quarterback.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Hauls it in with one hand. And the Bearcats will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Takes it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So here comes the Missouri State offense. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Neutral zone defense. The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. Off the play fake. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. So now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Luck. Dumps it off in the flats. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle, it's Miller. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Motion from the wide receiver. Running to the left. Here's a little room there. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Bears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a 1st down. So the offense gets a little bit closer to the goal line after the penalty. Now on the move. Touchdown Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Sam Houston State's offense taking the field to start this drive. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Nice move there. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Bearcats want to move quickly.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Luck. Pocket breaking down. Firing deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Maybe a crease. Touchdown, Bears! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Stopping the option is hard, but mission number 1 is I better make the quarterback make a read and get the ball out of his hands. The defense hasn't done that today. That's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game off the option look.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Barry Johnson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Caught behind the line. It's O'Neal. Still on his feet at the 35. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The inside handoff. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Running inside, it's Brown. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. One more time, it's Brown. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to Brown. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. With the clock running, this should be the final play. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.